going to prevail. We are going to teach them a lesson that history will recall over and over and over again. This very period that we are living through, this very period of IPOB, this time in our life will be recalled in history forever and ever. When people without nothing, anchoring the hope of their survival on the Lord God Almighty, the creator of the heavens and the earth. And he heard their prayers and he delivered them. The same way we read in the Bible today, the story, the very beautiful story of the wonderful state of Israel. So shall Biafra be written and read about for eternity. Because we are about to do something that will shock humanity. Pay attention this very morning, wherever you are. I am going to start today's program by reading a headline from the Zoo newspapers. You know what I can do? Zone 9 new AIG warns hoodlums terrorizing Southeast. His name is Etim Ene Okon. He's a Biafran man, but he was raised by the Fulani. This is the man that is responsible for the death of my father and my mother. This is the man that is responsible for the death of 28 young Biafrans in my house on 14th of September of 2017. This is the man that Okezi Bazo and the Zoo police have brought back to kidnap, to terrorize, and to kill our people. Therefore, I'm going to come to Anambra in a short while. Therefore, those of us in Abia State must be very, very careful. Very, very careful, because I have a series of announcements to make. This very man, we are going to find him. I am announcing it because I think that my appearance at The Hague is long overdue. It is way, way, way long overdue, because before I do anything in life, if Britain respects me for one thing, is because anything I'm going to do, I warn you in advance before I do it. So when I do it, you know it's me. I have no need to hide, because I'm not a terrorist. I have no need to hide what I'm doing. This very man, we are going to find him as an example with him. His name is Etim Ene Okon. I want his pictures everywhere. The picture of his wife, his extended family, his children. We are going to hunt them down, all of them. We are going to set an example with this idiot, that the world may understand how angry we are. This idiot is responsible because they allowed him to get away scot-free. That is why he can come to mouth rubbish on the piece of newspapers. We want to let these idiots know that they too, they bleed and they will die. His name is Etim Ene Okon. He is the AIG of police in Zone 9. We'll find him, we'll find his family. I swear to God Almighty in heaven, that Hague, I want to go there and give evidence. I think the time has come. We are going to find him. Wherever we see him, he's going to die. This is the man that killed my parents. This was the idiot that instigated the raid on my house on September the 14th. They have brought him back. He went on to boast. I am letting all our men on the ground understand this very, very carefully. The time for us to die has come. To die for what we believe in, that posterity may remember us. This very man went on to say, they know we will strategically confront hoodlums. We will go back to those days when Abia was hell for criminals, when he came to my house to kill me. This man is still alive, and that is why he's still talking. Now we shall take the war to him in Abia State. Since that is what they want, we shall give it to them. This man said he is going to expand his strategies that he used in abduction and in killings, extrajudicially, of course, to all the states that comes under his control. He's a Biafran. We must treat him the way that traitors are treated right all over the world. Since the inception of the history of man, anywhere you have traitors, you don't allow them to survive. They cannot survive. I am warning him in advance. That's what I do. They say, some people come to, don't say what you're going to say. Get away from my face, you're an idiot. You don't tell me what to do. I want this Okon to understand that he has war on his hands, since that is what he wants. We are going to give it to him. unless he is removed from his position within 14 days, arrested and prosecuted for mass slaughter in my house on the 14th of September 2017. That is for Abia State. And I include Okezie Ikpeazu in it. Okezie Ikpeazu, if you do not remove this idiot, if this fool, if one single soul is abducted from Abia State by this criminal, believe you me, hell and brimstone will rain down inside Omai. I can assure you of that. And I'm sure some of you know what we can do. I'm sure you understand that by now. I am this very man. We are going to find him, not just him and his family. We will find his children wherever they are in the world. It's an assignment to the whole IPOB family all over the world. Find this man, his wife, and his children. Find them wherever they are. I take it one home. I want to let this man understand that we are insane. I was an example with this idiot. Yeke is no longer sleeping in government house. He's running from one barrack. I will find him as well. This idiot, all of you fools, all of you idiots from the east that the Fulani are using, you idiots that cannot reason, you fools that cannot reason. Ikune Jugo, all of you, including your so-called stupid governors, Ikune Jugo, is this in Abia State? I am going to move to Anambra in a minute. Anytime people come to our land, they kill us and we allow them to go scot-free. It encourages other people to do the same. That is the way the Fulanis operate. Anytime one governor kills and you allow that governor to continue to kill our people, it emboldens the rest to start to kill our people as well. We must take the war to them. We must take the war to these people. Wherever they are still in the public, we stone them. Anywhere we find them, we will go to jail. We will die, but they too will die. And their families. Because they don't understand civility. They don't understand petition. They don't understand civil protest. They are not human beings. We must unleash our madness not tomorrow but now on all these people that are making our lives hell. The police and the army, they go about kidnapping and killing people. Nobody says anything. That is why I despise the brain of a black man. Always gravitating towards evil. This man came to my hand killed in 2017 and went scot-free. That is why the bastard can come back and be mouthing all this rubbish. We must find him and his family. Whatever they are hiding in the world, we must find them. I want all the major papers in the world to report what happened to Okon. I want them to report it. Let them understand that vengeance belongs to God and to God alone. This idiot that is responsible for the death of my parents and 28 of our young men on the 14th of September 2017 must be found. Anywhere you see him in public, you attack him. Let that hell fall down on this very earth now, not tomorrow. I'm not waiting for tomorrow. I am giving Okezie Ikpeazu, the governor of Abia State, and the international community only 14 days to arrest and prosecute this man, or else the floodgates of hell will be opened on Abia State. Floodgates of hell will be opened on Abia State. That thing they want, they will get it. I repeat, only 14 days to remove this idiot from office and prosecute him. He must be arrested. He is the one responsible for the death of my parents. This man must be found and arrested. Wherever he is, we must find the wife and the children of this bastard. We must find him, and find him immediately, I said. He is an order, a direct order to the entire family all over the world. We will find this man and his family. I set an example with them, that the world may know how insane we are. This very idiot is walking about freely and talking rubbish because we allowed him to live. Because we allowed him to live. The secret abduction and execution of Biafrans going on in Anambra State must stop also. Obiano announced his rubbish yesterday. We must take the war to these people. They are evil. They are evil beyond compare. And we must warn them they can never win. They are fighting against their own people. They are not going to win. They can never ever win. Army and police, DSS and army are now renting accommodation, especially around the Newi. They are using youth corpers in Anambra State to act as informants for them. Obiano is the one at the helm of this rubbish. They are organizing themselves in such a way that they can deplete the number of our men as they did at Mpo. It was under Obiano that men died at Mpo without provocation. All of you have idiotically forgotten. All you evil black people, you people that Lucifer are using as instruments. You children of darkness from Africa, wicked, evil people, you were there when over 500 people were massacred under Obiano at Mpo. You have all forgotten. You're telling me rubbish about unknown gunmen attacking police. You people, what did you say when men were slaughtered at Mpo? You did nothing. Our men must be at alert. You must be at alert. From now, no sleeping. All the young men in Biafra land, no sleeping. Every night you organize yourselves to defend your towns and your villages. DSS and the army are renting houses in and around Anambra State, patrolling in the daytime, abducting in the middle of the night. Because of that, from now, I'm telling Obiano from now, I don't want to see or hear that there is any movement of vehicle in Anambra State from 12 midnight to 5 o'clock every day from tonight. 12 midnight to night. Any car that I see in Anambra State, any car moving from 12 midnight will be destroyed, and all occupants will be destroyed, all of them, from tonight. Let me see how you're going to die your kidnapping and die your abduction. From now, this immediately from this minute. 12 midnight every day until further notice. From 12 midnight to 5 a.m. in the morning, I don't want to hear that there is any vehicular movement in Abia State and in Anambra State. No movement of vehicle. Now listen, if your brother, your auntie, your sister is a taxi driver, or they have their own private vehicles, I said there will be no movement of any vehicle. Go and tell the Nigeria Union of Road Transport Workers, even tell Union of Journalists. I do not want to hear that there is any vehicle on the road from 12 midnight, starting from tonight, from 2nd of April, 2021, until further notice. No movement of vehicle from 12 midnight to 5 in the morning. Let me see how they're going to abduct. And every night, because if we allow the Fulani people to succeed in what they plan to do, we are finished. They have come before time. They are using Obiano. They are using Okezibazu. They are using all these wicked and evil people. You call your governors, Hope Uzodema, to perpetrate this black. These people never, I never heard Obiano come out to condemn Mietiala when they were ravaging Dunukofia. I never heard Obiano come out to say that what is happening is bad. When Mietiala Fulani terrorists, we are sacking villages in Ayabelum until we met them. None of them has ever come out to condemn the massacre of their own people. None. But when it comes to fighting their own people, they are #1 champions. Them and anybody supporting them, all of them, we are prepared to die. Don't get me wrong. Yes, we are. But you evil people working for Fulani Janjaweed without shame, you idiots, allowing cattle rearers to be controlling your brain, you idiots will die as well. Check that one. Evil. From tonight, try me and see. Let me hear tomorrow there was a vehicle in Anambra State 12 midnight. God will punish the driver and everybody that the idiot is carrying. I said no vehicle. I don't want to see or hear any vehicle from tonight to further notice. Every landlord in Anambra State must do an audit as to those who are living in their houses. Every landlord in Anambra, I said, if you give your house to army or DSS and from your house, our people are abducted, what will happen to that landlord and the family? I'm warning you now so you understand. Our madness have just begun. I am warning all of you, every landlord, do not give house to anybody unless you know who that person is and what they are doing. I am warning all of you, and I don't care. You can be lamenting and talking your rubbish when they call you inside that rock to be talking rubbish every day. We don't give a damn. We are warning you. You are placing our land in danger. You are placing our land in danger. Because of our activities, we truncated the plan of the Fulanis to start your mass murder in 2022. That's what they plan to do, to take over the entire land and render all of you homeless. We have paid our own price in terms of sweat and blood to defend all of you. Now, the time has come for all of you to try and help to defend the whole of Biafra land. Every night, young men will not sleep. You will come out at the starting of every road that leads to every populated area under human habitation to make sure that appropriate roadblocks are put in place to slow them down so we can catch them and kill them. That's what we want you to do. Don't do anything. Slow them down only so that can water handle. Mad people everywhere. This broadcast this morning, you must take very, very seriously. Anambra State is a hotbed of Fulani abduction and execution of our people. We can't allow it to continue. Obiano is held responsible personally. Obiano, from today onwards, anywhere you are seen in the public, you'll be attacked. It doesn't matter. Even when you leave office, it will be worse for you. You are an enemy of the people now and forevermore. I'm telling you this, before God and before man. You will never, ever be forgiven for your treachery and your wickedness. When our sister was killed at Uli and her body cut into pieces, Obiano, what did you do? You did absolutely nothing. You're not ashamed of yourself that you're organizing with your Fulani friends to come and be abducting your own people. You're not ashamed of yourself. Any landlord that gives accommodation or rents his house or her house to a Fulani person, to an army personnel, to somebody who works for the police or DSS. All this nonsense must stop. All this nonsense must stop. You are living in a country where Fulani, they not only are they the terrorists, they are the ones in control of the power. A terrorist is a minister in Nigeria. Obiano cannot even rise up and condemn such a person. Ibazu cannot rise up to condemn them. A terrorist is a minister, Pantani or whatever they call the job, is a minister in the government of Nigeria. A terrorist is there as a serving minister. I'm not asking you to even arrest him or to imprison him without trial, as they do to freedom fighters. Come on to remove the idiot from office, you useless, idiotic Nigerians, you monkeys from Africa, you black demons cannot even do it. You cannot do it. To tell you that Satan dwells in a black person. When you see people fighting for their freedom, everybody starts to talk rubbish, talk nonsense. A terrorist is a minister in your country. A terrorist, you cannot speak. He is to tell me that Ogon can come to my land after the death of my parents, to be telling me he's going to kill more people. The day he buries his own children, he will understand how painful it is. Since they want madness, we give them madness. That's what they want, and we're going to give it to them. In abundance, I'm telling you the truth. When you killed 5 million of us between 66 and 1970, did we not multiply to still become the most populous ethnic group that you have? It doesn't matter how many you abduct, how many you kill. Our mothers will give birth to many more, I assure you. But I am letting you understand that your name will be shut down. It will be closed down completely. From tonight, I don't want to hear lamentation. I don't want to see or read in the Facebook that here they're abducting also. No, kill them. If you see the army and the police in your village, kill all of them. They are murderers and they are killers. Kill them. Because it seems a black man, when you're trying to be very civil, doing things the normal way, they don't understand. The shoji, they never understand. They think you're weak. Because we've been keeping quiet all this while. Obiano things out. I killed you at Mboaton, I can kill you again. Obiano, you also a dead man walking. For that comment you made yesterday, you're a dead man walking, and from today I'm announcing there will be an election in Anambra State. Now, every edifice of election in Anambra State will be destroyed. I'm warning you in advance. There will be no election. Come out and campaign. Come out and campaign. There will be no campaign in Anambra State. Everybody will stay at home. Come out and campaign. There will be no campaign in Anambra State. You people are evil. You claim you're elected to represent the people, but you're there serving Fulani interest. Obiano, all the years that the Fulanis have been killing us, what have you done? I'm asking you. Is to go and bring in Fulani mercenaries to be giving them houses in Anambra State. Any vehicle you see from tonight, 12 midnight to 5, destroy it completely. That is the time they move about abducting people. And we keep quiet. All I hear is that they're abducting us. What stops you young people from, once you see them coming around 4 a.m. in the morning, you block every exit. Set it on fire. They will exhaust all the ammunition that they have, then we'll capture them alive and cut off their heads, all of them. You don't know that is how to fight Fulani. You think Fulani listens to argument or reason? These are savages from hell. You think they have time to listen to reason? Is that what you think? You and Fulani can sit down and debate, and have a discussion. People that jettisoned every law that they themselves made. They abandoned it because they want to conquer you. Now, useless people, doing the work of Fulani for them. Out of your idiocy and your docility. These are the fools telling us Fulani Janjaweed. People that are not even indigenous to Nigeria. They came from the foothills of the Futajalon. As migrants, they came into Hausa people foolishly allowed them. And look at how everybody is suffering today. Hausa people foolishly allowed Fulani to take them over. And all of us today, we are suffering because of the foolishness of Hausa peasants. The same foolishness that Obiano is exhibiting today, and that idiot in Ebonyi. That idiot in Ebonyi, Umahi, that fool. They are telling us Buhari cannot be bullied. There is no Buhari, mind you. Have you been to my Twitter page to see what I wrote about the ear of the idiot? You know, people that, seriously speaking, I used to read in books. White people are the most honest people in the world. I'm saying it now. You see, Oyibo, white people, Caucasians are the most straightforward, honest people in the world. That is the reason why God blessed them. Anything they touch turns into gold. White people are the most honest people on this planet Earth. That is why they are blessed. That is why they can go to the moon. They can go to Mars. They can go anywhere they want to go to. They invent things. Our own also cause one be envy, greed, and jealousy boiling in a black man, in a black woman every day, every blessed day. Why am I saying what I'm saying? Because when the white man condemns black people, they do it for a reason. What was the reason? I have been saying this all the time. The same level of vitriol, insult, and humiliation directed towards black people. When was the last time you heard that a Japanese man was insulted by a white man? It's a simple question. When was the last time you heard that a Korean was insulted by a white man? Because anything the white man can do, so can the Japanese, people of the Orient, from the East. So also can they. How about you black people? A governor elected to serve the people is busy inviting their murderers to come in and kill them. As if Obiano, Umahi, all these idiots, that's Sarikin Fulani of Imo State. As if they've never read any history. Somebody should give them the books of the war from Alex Madiebo. Give them the book to read. The pogrom. The same masters they are serving today, what they did to us between 66 and 1970, courtesy of the British, of course. It's just like the mayor of Jerusalem. running to a Nazi sympathizer in Germany to come and kill people in Jerusalem. Can you believe such rubbish? Can you believe such idiocy and such nonsense? This is our people for you. The same Fulani that you're defending. The same Fulani. They say we are criticizing the call for secession, noting that President Muhammadu Buhari will not be bullied. Buhari is dead. The idiot you have there is Yusuf Abubakar Muhammad from Niger Republic. Jubilee is no longer even there. He has run away. All of you can see the mask the idiot is wearing. You can see his fresh hands. That was the day I knew that I can never ever blame a white person again for being racist towards black people. The issue of the Buhari's death in Nigeria has convinced me beyond every reasonable doubt that black people are stupid. I'm telling you the truth. Oh my God. Anyway, let me not dwell on that. Addressing journalists in a media chat at APC headquarters in Abuja, Garba Shehu said those advocating for the secession for secession are the problem of the country, not Fulani terrorists, not Fulani Mietiana, not Fulani ISIS in West Africa province, not Fulani in Boko Haram, not Fulani in Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb, not Fulani in headsmen and bandits, but only those asking for freedom. You people, Nigeria media, God will punish you people because people are also very evil. I've been saying it from day one. You people are evil. Instead of them to say that these are freedom fighters, people asking for freedom. They said that secessionists. Seceding from what? I keep asking these morons all the time, who are so badly educated. They don't even know if they're coming or they're going. Addressing one thing is that this you can't intimidate him. You cannot bully him. Bully who? But Boko Haram is bullying you every blessed day. Every blessed day. A bunch of liars and you useless, idiotic Nigerians, you sit down and you gobble up all this rubbish. Every day you swallow all this junk. You do nothing about it. All you do is you go back to your homes and you beat up your wives out of frustration. When as a man, you should be out confronting the man who has come to destroy your future. They said a lot of these people calling for secession are the problems of the country. And I'm happy that reasonable opinions and voices are now rising. What are those reasonable opinions and voices that these people are talking? It doesn't know Hanese. And the judge will be also those that they elected. You see, when our people claim they're educated, I worry sometimes. A black man, I don't know, I can't understand it. When a black man says to me, I'm educated, I look at them as a very funny species of something that got left over from creation. Oh, we believe in one Nigeria. Hey, one Nigeria. Let's ask him, what holds us together is stronger than what divides. Idiots talking rubbish. What holds you together is Fulani presidency, Fulani chief of army staff, Fulani naval chief of naval staff, Fulani chief of air force, Fulani everywhere, Fulani cattle everywhere, to the point whereby now there's a Fulani cattle ID card. You're telling me you're proud of such a place? Why is it that, in fact, I think that God must have made a mistake creating black people. Believe you me. Even animals cannot reason this way. Animals in the bush cannot reason the way that black people do. I'm telling you the truth. Ohanese, because Ohanese said, let restructure, let's down. That is something that these idiots don't understand. Those in Afeni, of course, Ayadabanda cannot be so stupid as to say this nonsense that idiot like Obios is saying. Anytime one of these socio-cultural rubbish, anytime you open your mouth and you say, oh, we want Nigeria to be one, Fulani will use it as justification to continue what they're doing. That is something you people don't understand. But if you go for division, if you go for broke, if you go for complete dismemberment of the zoo, then you get what you're looking for. It's common sense. It's Fulani. That's the way they behave. Fulani wanted to remove Jonathan. They did not waste time. They launched a terror group. They mounted a very severe and sustained campaign against Jonathan, the world over, with the help of the British. By the end of the day, Jonathan was out. And when they came in, they commenced the whole-scale Fulanization of the governing process of every structure, every political structure in the zoo called Nigeria. All of you are there blowing grammar, writing circumstances beyond my control, writing rubbish, writing junk online. Fulani embarked upon economic, political, social annihilation of all of you before your eyes. Before your eyes, you can see it. When it's time for them to retire, they don't retire. They retain them. Now they come, took away all your means of livelihood. Now come, oh my God in heaven, this UG, black people, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Why did I come amongst you people? People who cannot reason. People who cannot make use of their common sense in this UG, black people reason. Black people reason for once. Use your brain to reason for just 1 minute. That's all I ask of you. Fulani came all the way from Futajalon. They are now, telling us what to do. It took them many years, over 200 years, but they succeeded. They are in Ebonyi, in Abakaliki, telling us what to do. They are in Anambra, the seat of the oldest creation on this earth, telling us what to do. Oh my God. They said some people want to ask Buhari for money, and I want to ask this idiot, Garabashehu, who is that person? Name that person. I want to ask Buhari for money. That is where I blame our brothers from the coastal region of Biafra. You see, that is the thing. You see, Fulani, they're very clever. Once you start an agitation, they give you money and you take, you're finished. Forever and ever, you're finished. That is why to even revive the agitation in the coastal region is almost impossible. Because they'll say, oh, you wanted money, we gave you money, you stopped, we gave you pipeline contract and you went home. That's it. They will insult you. Money and oil that belongs to us. People that came all the way from Senegal, they are telling us what to do. And people are not ashamed to wake up in the morning, look themselves in the mirror and say they are Nigerians. People are not ashamed of yourselves. God have mercy upon your wretched, idiotic black souls. I'm telling you the truth. Very, very wretched. Buhari cannot be bullied. But Buhari can be bullied into accepting. Buhari can be bullied into accepting. Do forgive me, I was rudely interrupted. Somebody came to my door. But we must proceed, and proceed we shall. These funny people, in their arrogance and delusion, is unaware of what is coming. And we are going to, basically, we're going to watch as the whole thing unfolds, as the whole zoo crumbles. All of you people talking about your stupid, idiotic one Nigeria, I feel sorry for all of you. I feel sorry for all of you. Why would anyone have an interest in a country and government that has terrorists as cabinet members? Just explain that to me. And the funniest thing is that when people came out to say, there's a terrorist there, this is what he said. We have his record. His people Fulani are defending him. Fulani people are defending him. But you idiots from the south, from the east, you're talking rubbish about your one Nigeria. Whereas a terrorist, a killer, a murderer is in government as a minister. His own people are the people defending him. But you are in the south attacking those who are fighting for your freedom. And you're telling me that your brains are normal. Maybe there's something in Suya, maybe in Kilishi, and that's cattle that they give to us to eat. There must be something fundamentally wrong with us as a people. Fundamentally wrong with us as a people. And we must confront it. And confront it we shall. These people lecturing us about no secession, you're defending the country. You people, you Fulani idiots, you Fulani bigots, you Fulani impostors, you Fulani vagabonds are the same people that welcomed the rehabilitation of terrorists. You granted bandits, killers, murderers, and kidnappers amnesty. I want Obia not to listen. I want Ibas to listen. I want Ibas, this idiot, Sadikin Fulani of Imo State, Hope to listen very, very carefully. You people are fools because you cannot listen very well. The same people you're fighting for, killing your own people because of them, they are the ones rehabilitating, so they claim. Putting the army that we have today, somebody might come and say, you have given the order that the police and the army should be attacked. All those idiots. Some of you fools who cannot reason. We are not attacking any police. We are attacking the terrorists that they brought into the police and into the army. They are the ones killing our people. We must defend ourselves. You fools cannot reason very well. We are not fighting any standing or legally, properly constituted army or police. These are the same Fulani terrorists, murderers and killers. The same people that went in, in Damaturu or wherever it is, killing and slaughtering Christians in droves. You fools that cannot reason. The same Boko Haram that has been killing, the same Fulani terrorists have been killing people. They are the ones now in the army. Did you not see them? Recruit them into the army? You're telling me we shouldn't fight them? These are terrorists in police uniform and army uniform. You're saying we should not fight them? Is that what you're saying? Are you that foolish? Are you that stupid? This Fulani pontificating about peace and unity and anti-secession, whatever garbage that they are pouring out of their useless, stinking Janjaweed mouths. These same idiots, these same fools are the ones that rehabilitated Boko Haram. So they claim. These fools are the ones that granted amnesty to bandits. Now, let me surprise all of you. Surprise, surprise. Those that are giving amnesty to are Fulani terrorists. Fulani bandits, Fulani kidnappers, Fulani headsmen who are murderers and land-grabbing urchins. These are the people that are giving amnesty to. You people should reason. You zoo animals called Nigerians, reason for once. The hypocrisy in Fulani, their hypocrisy is astonishing. Hypocrisy. Fulani, who is responsible for the state of almost anarchy in the zoo, who is responsible for the hopelessness of the security framework of the zoo, Fulani, who is responsible for insecurity, Fulani, who are the bandits, Fulani, who are the terrorists in the zoo, Fulani, which people are going about slaughtering and taking over other people's farmlands. It is you. You people are the problem. Unfortunately, some idiots from the south cannot see it. You wanted to show us that you know how to write grammar, writing rubbish about one Nigeria. You are defending something that's indefensible. Indefensible, you fools. Some smelly rats, some smelly garbage, gutter, alamajiri, gutter. The lowest of the low. If it's one of those of their fools talking, I will even understand. From the gutter. Not contributed one single thing to the advancement of the zoo. Not one single contribution has the Fulani ever made. Tell me one national contribution that the Fulani has ever made to the advancement of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. Just name one thing, absolutely nothing. They want power and control of oil and gas. That's all they need. That's all they want. So they can run your lives for you and control your destiny. And you're not ashamed of yourself to claim that you're educated. From tonight, as I said earlier, no vehicular movement in Anambra, 12 midnight to 4 in the morning. No movement of vehicle in Anambra State. And you must find that Okon idiot. Find him and his family, find his children. Once and for all. Find his children. He's one of those Hausa peasants in those days that were used by the French to destroy their own glorious Habe monarchies. This idiot in our land. He is AIG of police. They promoted him to AIG because he killed his own people at Isiama Faruku in Omwai. And he has come again. We must take death to them so they can see it. We're not afraid of death, but they are. We must take it to them. 14 days to remove the idiot as AIG, or hell will be brought down on Abia State. Absolute hell. Let them understand it. When the police and the army are going about killing innocent people, none of you idiots, none of you monkeys from the zoo called Nigeria will ever speak. You people are demonic. Because of you people, I knew that black people have a problem. I'm telling you, because of Nigerians, I knew that black people are useless to mankind. I'm telling you the truth. Nigerians are the most useless set of idiots on the face of this earth. Fools everywhere. Some smelly Fulani youths. They call them Fulani youths. Very smelly. When you look at them, you know that they are very dirty. Dirty, stinking pigs. From where they come from, nobody knows. Fools. Expressing sympathy for a terrorist in government. Always trying to remove the speck in somebody else's eyes, but the log in their own, they can never see it. Fulani, deceiving all of you. And you intellectuals from the south are claiming you went to school. One Nigeria. What stupid Nigeria is that at all? The one that your father created or your mother created or your grandfather created. You monkeys from the south. Who created this Nigeria that you want to die over? Oh, sorry, because you have a stake in it. You people are called stakeholders. You want money as well. As the governors are enjoying, so do you also want to enjoy. Stupid, idiotic, mad people everywhere. These are the same people who are rehabilitating terrorists, the same people that have terrorists in their cabinet. They went to a meeting. Was it 2 days ago? They called a Federal Executive Council meeting. A terrorist was at the meeting. They didn't even discuss it. These are the people coming down to the east to pontificate, to tell us secession is not good. Yeah, that rubbish. Yeah, that nonsense. Self-determination is not good. It's not good. Oh, but having a terrorist in government is very good. He's very, very good, isn't it? He's wonderful, he's laudable, and you know, funny. Oh, Biano can stand up and mouth all his rubbish, all he lies. He can never condemn a terrorist in government. Wike is something. Wike is no longer sleeping in government house. He confessed with his own stupid, idiotic mouth. We will find him where he can run and run and run. He can be running all over the place. We will find the idiot. Eventually, we will find him. And when it happens, I will tell you, I told you so. Obiano has joined that very list. Everybody held in Anambra, illegally detained, must be freed. Abia the same, and right across our land. Or else that thing they want, they will get it. That thing you Fulani slaves want, you will get it. You are not even ashamed of yourselves. Look at the people controlling you from Abuja, from Sokoto and from Kaduna. Look at the idiots controlling you. You people are leaders. You claim you are leaders, leading nobody, because nobody in their right mind will want to do anything with you fools. Useless people everywhere, answering governors, but in essence, absolutely useless and hopeless. This is the same country that are debating ID card for cows, ID card for Nama. That's the country we want to belong to. That's why I'm a Nigerian. I'm a proud Nigerian. I wish someday you can, all of you idiots that call yourselves Nigerian can be lined up and shot dead. You people are fools. ID card for cattle, for Nama. My God in heaven. Hey, I keep saying it all in my next life. If I see a black person, I'm telling you, I will become a stillborn in my mother's womb. I'm telling you the truth. You people make me sick. Your stupidity sickens me. The stupidity of black people makes me sick. I get sick thinking about it. I get sick. You people are fools. I'm telling you the truth. A country discussing, debating ID card for cattle, for Nama. Cow ID card. As they are busy lecturing you, we don't want secession. Something needs to happen. We must do something. Gunmen have attacked a university in Kaduna, kidnapping people. They will not send Okon. Okon say he's a hard man in Abia for killing my parents and 28 unarmed youths. He's a hard man. He has not been up north to fight Boko Haram. He was there when gunmen attacked a private university in Kaduna. The attack happened on Tuesday night, 2 days ago, when the gunmen invaded the school. In Fulani North, the security, we were going to move through to the south. We want to go to the east. We want to deal with every criminality. But the criminality in Kaduna, you cannot see it. I don't know what type of human. God, How was it possible that you allowed me to be amalgamated with people who, in fact, I prefer to befriend a cow, more than these people? I'm telling you the truth. Kaduna school was attacked. Scores taken. Because the Kaduna state governor is himself an arch-terrorist. The places I can visit in the world, none of them can go to it. But these are the same people insisting and talking rubbish every day. IPOB is a terrorist organization. But the countries I can visit, they can never visit it. They can never go there. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Now listen to me very, very carefully. The senator who represented Sheikh Husani, who represented the Kaduna Central a while back, a former senator, said the fresh report that bandits have attacked and kidnapped many students at the Greenfield University along Kaduna Abuja Road is yet another tragedy. Proprietors of schools within this axis need to read the signs. Even most of us have abandoned our farms to the care of God. You see, the Fulanis are very stupid. All of those, I understand what God has in store for Nigeria. And I saw it many, many years ago. Over 15 years, I saw it. You see how foolish they are. The little they have, they're going to send to the east to fight us. And God will allow all these madmen from Fulani across the Sahel with guns to ravage them. A former senator said, we have abandoned our farms, and he's advising those that own universities to also abandon their schools. You see that our God is working? You know, when we pray, sometimes people don't understand that God actually answers our prayers. Our people are very stupid. You have a governor who has no sense of history. He says he's an elite. You have idiots in Ohanese. I saw George Obiozo responding to questions on Channels TV, reading from reading from a prepared script. They asked me, he was looking for his paper, opening it, they were looking for the answers. Like doing expo in an exam hall. These are your leaders. No sense of history. None of you ever, do you know why Hausa people were destroyed so easily? It's because they had the likes of Obiano, Umahi, Bazu in their ranks. Idiots. They thought they were fighting corruption, fighting their leader. Fulani will always get you to fight one another. That is what they specialize in. That is their job. That is what they always do. That is what they do. They will get you fighting each other and they come in and they take over. That's what they do. And now they're using Obiano and Ibazo and all these other idiotic governors. Now, I don't consider Hope Uzodinma as a governor. He's not. Our people allowed the imposition of somebody that came forth in an election. That was when I knew that our conquest has been completed by the Janjaweed. That's why they can do whatever they like. Anything they like, they can do. Because you people are foolish. Very, very foolish. But we must continue. We need to continue because Elohim is on the throne. That is to tell you, those lecturing you about, stop secession, but they cannot stop terrorism in their own backyard in Kaduna. The midget, that short engine in Kaduna cannot stop terrorism. But they want to tell you to stop agitation for freedom, away from terrorism. We are running from Fulani terror tendencies. That's what we're running from. Not just looking for freedom. We don't want to be with you. You people are, you are a curse upon any race that you mix with. You're a curse. History is there to vindicate everything that I say. Everything that I say. Before you say it is hate speech, go and refer to the interview granted by Samadou Bello. The BBC, it is there. I play it all the time. Go and read it. Fulani brought tribalism, hatred, wickedness into Nigerian politics. Fulani did single-handedly out of envy because they cannot be like us. Then we are beautiful people, naturally endowed and blessed from heaven with intellect and knowledge. Out of greed and show me one Fulani scientist. I keep asking every blessed day, show me one Fulani invention, one thing that a Fulani child or man invented and said, this is mine, I did this. None. Zero. And you are in one Nigeria, and these useless people. Debating the number of cows roaming across Nigeria. The most useless bunch of idiots in the world. They're in the Senate. It scared the second reading. What does that tell you? Are you telling me that if we had on Oduduwa assembly, Oduduwa will sit down, learned men from Yoruba land will sit down and be discussing the number of cows in the country? Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? But in the National Assembly, the Fulanis outnumber all of you by 2-1. They gerrymander, they create constituencies, they will always outnumber each and every, all of you put together. They determine the agenda. Imagine a whole National Assembly discussing cows, the number of cows, and giving ID card to cows. Maybe very soon they'll vaccinate them against COVID-19. That's the type of country you belong to. I'm a proud Nigerian. You're a proud animal, indeed. Mad people everywhere. Can you imagine having ID cards for beasts of the forest? Beast animals. ID card for cattle. Welcome to Fulani country. I'm sure that all of you are thinking of 2023, yes? There'll be no election. None whatsoever. Ordinary Anambra election in November, there will be none. I said, no, not even campaign. I didn't even say, don't go. In the past, we said, oh, don't go to vote. They don't vote. No, we said, there will be no electioneering, nothing. Let them bring all that, their army that they have into Anambra, so that Boko Haram and all the rest of the people sent by Satan can ravage them very, very well. The zoo is finished. If you cannot see the handwriting on the wall, may the Most High have mercy upon your idiotic, ignorant soul. Nigeria is finished. Completely finished. Nobody can cure it anymore. Fulani people are experts at defending their own. Something idiots like Ogon, this stupid fool, AIG, whatever rubbish, who claims it's AIG should learn. Fulanis always defend their own, even terrorists in government. Ogon is a Biafran. He specializes in killing unarmed people in Biafra land. But the people that he's killing his own fellow brothers for are defending a terrorist, a killer in the north, in the cabinet. And he's an intelligent man, so to speak. You come, you kill. But when police formations are attacked, you start talking rubbish. But when you're killing the children of other parents, you keep quiet. All of you zoo Nigerian animals, you keep quiet. You monkeys from Black Africa, you keep quiet. Retribution, vengeance is coming. When we raise the dragon flag, they thought we were joking. And there will be retribution. Everybody you abduct, everybody you kill, you are going to die eventually. Where you're going to die, the place and time of your death, you no longer have to choose. The angels of God will choose. Not you anymore. But you are going to die. As you are killing other people's children, so are you going to die. If anybody thinks that intimidation, abduction, arrest, all this nonsense can make us to stop, it only makes us angrier. Understand this. We have crossed that stage of being intimidated. Passed it a long time ago. The sooner you realize that, the better for all of you. Some of you need to know this. You need to understand this. The so-called Southeast said, somebody said, Nigerian army raiding the South. They are raiding, they are abducting. I don't want to read or hear about it. Anywhere we know they're going to is a very simple strategy. Very, very simple. It worked very well in the Jewish ghettos of Warsaw in Second World War against the Nazi army. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. I don't know if most of our youth these days are on drugs. I don't know what is happening to them. They can no longer reason properly. Once they drive down, the convoy will not be more than 10 or 15 vehicles. They will drive into the village to abduct somebody. As they come to the village to abduct, we block every exit. That's all. We cut down trees to block every exit. As they are leaving, they must come down from their vehicle to clear the roadblock that we have mounted. And then we kill them. Very simple. Then we kill them. That time, their superior firepower and numbers count for nothing. We neutralize them. Now we are commanding the higher ground. They are on the lower ground. We allow them to come in. You know, they will come in the middle of the night, maybe around 4 a.m. You know, as they do, they sneak in. They do their show, which they cannot do in the north. Then we block every exit and we kill them. Very simple. It's not difficult. Because they have come to kill you. The law of natural right dictates that you kill them as well. That is how it is. That is the only way Fulani can leave you alone. If you think that Fulani can be killing you and you're writing petition, since this year we have not written not one single petition to anybody. Not one single one to anybody. You kill us now, you're going to die eventually. Be you police or army, I don't give a damn, you will die. Ndara, want to show you madness, you will see madness very, very shortly. They claim that they formed a rubbish, all this. When I tell you that your governors are liars and deceivers, you don't understand me, especially those from the east. Your governors are liars. They are congenital liars. These are people that were doing 419 before, like Dave Umai. They were using laptop to steal money. Purpose of them. A confirmed 419 Yahoo he was doing in Lagos before Obiozo took him to be ravaged by Fulani Janjaweed in 4 hotels in the north, where he forgot his boxer shorts. He was a common thief, a common criminal, using laptop to steal. That's all he needs to do. From today, he's your governor. And they have brought that skill of deception and lies to governance. And that is why you cannot trust them. I want to read for you a press statement issued by the Sarkin Fulani of Imo State, Hope Uzodema. Ebubago, not alternative to police and army, says Uzodema, according to Zoo newspaper, Punch. According to Punch newspaper. It's not us. This is what they said. Let me tell you what they said. The governor I wouldn't call it, the Sarkin Fulani of Imo State, Hope Uzodema, in a press statement said that Ebubago is but a local outfit, listen, local outfit, meant to gather information on criminal activities and give to the security operatives for proper processing and action. In other words, they are informants, as we told you. Are you listening to me? They issued a statement yesterday from the administrator of Imo State, Sarkin Fulani, Imo State, where he said that your so-called Ebube Satan is only there to act as informants for Nigeria Army and Nigeria Police, run by Fulani people, our eternal enemies. Are you following me? Are you people following me? According to the God, today we launch Ebubago. Ebubago is a security for Southeast region. Ebube Pussy. Yesterday, because when, you know, our people used to be intelligent before, I don't know, that's why I said maybe most people are now on drugs. I have no idea what the hell is going on, because I can't understand how a gifted race, very intelligent, highly articulate, well-trained all over the world, can fall for such gibberish and idiocy from these charlatans and deceivers. A few days ago, they told us, oh, we are doing Ebubago is now everywhere. The same, only yesterday, the same governor said, there is no Ebubago, we are only informants. So we spy on IPOB and we give it to the police and the army. If you catch you die there. Informant, only Ebubago we say will destroy it. We don't even wait for it, but there will be an explanation. We destroy it completely. We will fight enemies on multiple fronts. In the end, you know, the harder the battle, the greater the glory. Look at where we are today. Since this year, not one single letter of complaints to anybody. Britain have realized that somehow we are going to give them asylum. Asylum backwalk, we stupid asylum. We want freedom, we want referendum. Listen, Ebubago, this Ebubago everywhere is only but a local outfit. You know, the Fulani servants, their masters have called them, you idiots, what I will, come on, go out and clarify to your people what you mean by, we are sorry, Sultan. It's only a local outfit meant to gather information, spy on IPOB, basically. That's what they have formed. I told you we have been fighting Fulani headsmen in Ebonyi for years. For nearly 5 years. And that is why I am saying today that all these so-called communal clashes in Ebonyi must stop. It must stop. If you're strong, come and join us so we can meet our enemies in the battlefield, which is Fulani Janjaweed. All this nonsense you're doing in Ebonyi, in Ezaizi, all this rubbish must stop. Go and tell the community leaders that's what I said. It must stop. Forthwith, immediately. All that rubbish must come to an end. Immediately, I said. I want to tell you why. Because we are the ones that drove the Fulani away from Ebonyi State. From Ebonyi State. You must understand this very, very carefully. The same way we are fighting them in Anambra and everywhere else, and also in Abia State. But you see, the Fulanis are very clever. What they want to do is to focus attention on what IPOB is doing, to get you to demonize, to get you a Fulani who's living in Abuja and in Lagos, including ADF of all people. ADF that I thought, Alibo Development Fund, I thought they were human beings, have joined the ranks of idiots. If you go and see the statement they issued, go and read it. I don't know what's that. You know, anybody, people just living in Abuja and Lagos, there's something wrong with their brain. All these people want to fight us, the people. I don't want to read or hear about abductions anywhere. We are going to set up our own defenses in our villages to make sure that all army and police informants who are incidentally Ebubago are apprehended, including any traditional ruler that may be in the payroll of any governor. We are not going to spare anyone, not one single soul. I want you to, maybe I can play, you can hear from Dave Umahi himself what he had to say about Fulani in Ebonyi State. Courtesy of ESN, this noble family of IPOB. I told Mietiala, I will drive you away from Ebonyi. They said, no, we have the largest school in West Africa in Ebonyi. I will drive you away from there. Let's listen to the idiot from Ebonyi and what he has to say regarding the promise I made to Mietiala many years ago regarding Ebonyi State. Let us listen and hear from the idiot. Now, when a Fulef is talking, you will know they are very, very idiotic. Listen.
The killings of policemen and burning of police stations in Southeast are not being done by headsmen.
Talking.
Done by people across the Southeast.
Idiots from Ebonyi State.
And criminals. And my directive to policemen is that if you see anybody coming to kill you, demobilize the person. That is the rule of engagement. Police people should not fold their hands and be killed. Vehicles burnt.
The man, this is Ebonyi of Ebonyi. This is Umahi of Ebonyi State. This idiot never said the same thing when Fulani people attacked us in Ebonyi. He never said to the villagers attack. He said, "Oh, keep quiet. I have gone to what's it called to this thing Abuja. Abuja will get back to you. Abuja will get back to you. Abuja will get back to you." That's what he said. Abuja will get back to you. But now he is advising people, advising them to try and defend themselves. Fulani police, defend yourself. Fulani army, defend yourself. But we should allow Abuja to get back to us. That is how stupid these people are. That is how stupid they are. We are live and we are direct. In case you do not know, preaching the word of God from heaven itself. And nothing is going to stop us. Nothing is going to stop us. Absolutely nothing. Now, I want you to understand this very well and listen very, very carefully to this idiot from Ebonyi, Umahi. He took loan from Islamic bank. That's why he's talking rubbish. Oh my, when they were killing us, did you say anything? When they were shooting your own people and killing them, did you ask us to arm ourselves and defend ourselves? Then you are defending Fulani police. Listen.
Police stations burnt. And I want Southeast leaders to rise up to condemn this.
He never called for Southeast leaders to rise up and condemn Fulani invasion of our land. Never. That is why you know that these people are there to serve the interest of the Fulani and not yours. When it comes to instigating division amongst us, they are number one, they rise up. When it comes to fighting the common enemy, they couldn't. It was IPOB that fought, that defeated Miyet Yala in the Ebonyi State. The idiot will soon confirm it. Listen, please.
How do we feel if because of the killing and burning of police stations in Southeast, the federal government decides to withdraw all the police people from Southeast?
Better.
We should rise up to condemn what is evil. And this is very important. Those who claim are protecting us are not protecting us.
He is talking about IPOB and Eastern Security Network that claim they are protecting us and not protecting us. So now he's confessing with his mouth. He is even relying on ESN to protect the governor of the state. The same idiots working against ESN. But they don't know that this mission was ordained by God Almighty in heaven. No man can stop it. Not even myself, I can't even stop it. Listen, this is Dave Umahi, the Fulani idiotic governor of Ebonyi State. He wants to be vice president or maybe minister for foreign affairs in a new Janjaweed government when he leaves office. Listen.
Let us not create another monster in Southeast. We will all regret it. And so we have sent messages to the leadership of Mietala, please. Ebonyi State is under tension because of these killings. And we would want them to stay out until such a time that it will be safe for the traditional ones to show face. On the open grazing,
listen.
Well, there is no need of talking about that because there is no cow in Ebonyi State now. There is no headsman in Ebonyi State now.
Did you hear that? No headsman in Ebonyi State. That is IPOB Chineke. I salute all of you. May heaven bless you people immensely. I told you, if anything I tell you that will come to pass more. I said to Mietiala, I will drive you away from Ebonyi State. IPOB will drive you away from Ebonyi State. From the mouth of the idiotic governor himself, he has confirmed it. There's no Mietiala in Ebonyi State. Now the people attacking us now are the army and the police, pretending they're Fulani headsmen. And we are going to meet them. We are meeting them anyway. Even as I speak right now, we are confronting them. We are meeting them. They have no idea. They have no idea. What propels us is more than just mere agitation. We are doing the work of God Almighty in heaven. Mortals cannot understand it. Mere mortals cannot comprehend it. Umahi don't even know what we do. When I told Umahi, I will drive, I sent him a personal message. I said to Umahi, I will drive Mieti Allah away from Ebonyi State. Today he has confirmed it. He's begging them, oh, don't worry. When things settle down, you will come back. Come back in a bed. Come to where I'm asking you. Somebody should go and tell Professor Mwala, Uzodimma, what the Ebonyi State governor said. Uzodimma Mwala issued a statement saying that we are just grabbing headlines and making mouth. Uzodimma Mwala said such rubbish. Oh my God in heaven. Tell Uzodimma Mwala to listen to the speech made by Umahi of Ebonyi State. Maybe Uzodimma Mwala will tell me that ADF were the ones that drove away Fulani terrorists from Ebonyi State. Stupid man. Stupid. And he's supposed to be a professor. Uzodimma Mwala, go and listen to what Umahi said about Ebonyi State. Let me play it again for you so you listen. This IPOB that you want to disparage out of jealousy. Because everywhere you go is IPOB, 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 IPOB. You issued a very watery, spiteful, and vindictive statement unbecoming of a man of your standing. You have joined the Hanese and will treat you as such. I'm telling you the truth. I thought you were a man and a father. I don't know you were even consumed. Maybe you are the person they are talking about and went to collect money to stop the agitation. Because you didn't succeed, man. Now you're upset. Listen to what a governor has to say about the work that IPOB has been doing. Okay, son of Hanyanaji. Listen very carefully.
Open grazing, where there is no need of talking about that because there is no cow in Ebonyi State now. There is no herdsmen in Ebonyi State now.
Who made it possible? I'm asking Sodemawana. Who made it possible? The indigenous people of Biafra, Eastern Security Network, drove away Mietiala from Ebonyi State as I promised you will. Can't you understand it? Can you understand it? I'm asking you. We must continue. I want you to listen and understand the rubbish that they are forming. There is nothing like Ibubago, but as learned as we claim we are, we cannot come out and say the truth. Nothing like Ibubago, and nobody will join them. Nobody will join them. You join them and you are dead. You cannot. Now listen.
But the position of our state government is that we have a law on open grazing. And the native cannot continue to blame security agencies because security agencies cannot be everywhere.
Yes.
So we are directing the vigilante to enforce the open grazing law of the state.
Vigilante is the Eastern Security Network. They have Nebubago. He is not saying we are directing Nebubago to now go and enforce ban on open grazing. He's relying on us to do it. And he's the one fighting us. You see how stupid these people are. You see how foolish they are. Oh dear. There is no Nebubago. He is now asking Vigilante to please do something. Because there is no Ebube rubbish. Absolutely none. None whatsoever. It is now very clear to all and sundry. Eastern Security Network. Eastern Security Network. Those anointed by heaven itself, Umu Chineke, extraordinary men and women, extraordinary. History will be kind to all of you. If not that you cannot worship any idol, I'm telling you the truth, they are worthy. I'm telling you. Yes, and they are worthy. Nobody has even asked us, how do you want to make this possible? How did you drive away the mighty federal government of Nigeria, Mietiala, from Ebonyi State? Have you ever asked yourself that question? How these miscreants? Lord have mercy. Let me leave the idiot to his stupidity. Umahi. A fool. A fool. A very big fool. Wretched and pathetic. These people. Wretched and pathetic. Useless. Biafra will come and will deal with these idiots. I'm telling them up front. I'm telling you before, in advance, so you understand what is going on. In advance. So you understand what is happening. And know that we are not joking. Nobody can stop us. Britain can see it, United Kingdom can see it, that these people are unstoppable, they are fanatical, and they are right. They are on the path of righteousness. That's why they said, come and take which stupid asylum. Asylum back, welcome. Which stupid asylum, I ask? We are the children of the Most High. What stupid asylum, I ask? What stupid asylum? We don't need it. We are progressing. We are moving forward. Governor of Imo State, Ebubak, is only for informants. So we get information and we give it to the army and to the police. Ebubak. Ndibo, sorry. They cannot fight us and win. They must understand that. You cannot fight us and you win. It is impossible. We are undefeatable. We defeated Miet Yala, talk less of you wretched idiots. Miet Yala is a branch of the terror branch of the federal government of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria. In a boy, we defeated them. In a boy, they've had a stranglehold for very many years. We defeated them. How many bodyguards do you have? I'm asking you. Ndara. Cowards, I'm telling you, black people are, especially those who claim that they're educated. That is why white people treat you with contempt. Black Africans have rendered themselves easily subdued or cowed, simply because we want to avoid the sweat and blood necessary to stand on our own feet. No sacrifice, no sense of sacrifice, no sense of honor, no courage. That is why Fulani is messing about with you. A life of subordination is no life at all. A life you cringe and you bow before Fulani is not a life. You idiots must understand it. Fulani are cattle raiders. They are janjaweed. They know nothing. They have nothing to offer. Stop being afraid of them, you idiots. Stop it. Let me tell you what somebody said from Plateau State, so you understand what you're fighting against. And Fulefus, listen very carefully. Intellectuals, listen very, very carefully. Ndara, this is what we are fighting against. If I can defeat Miet Yala in Ebonyi State, what makes you think our land will not be free? I'm asking you. Zademawala, such a shame. Somebody said, I went to Bokos in Plateau State for a wedding. Oh my God, I could not sleep all the way through the night. I couldn't sleep. Foreign Fulanis are everywhere. In a place called, I think it's Bioko, they call it, in Plateau State. They have completely invaded the whole village. The indigenous people are now looking like visitors in their own land. This is too sad. Somebody wrote, from a place called Bioko in Plateau State, Fulani from the Sahel have taken over this very village. The people that own the village, they are now living in fear every blessed day. The media will not report it. You idiots called zoo animals do not understand what is happening. The IPOB are the ones saving you. We are the ones saving you, people. You don't even know it. You have no idea. You have no idea because you are foolish. You have no idea because Satan has marked you for destruction at the hands of the Fulani. You have no idea what you are fighting. None of you. Can you fight me, Etienne? I'm asking you. All you idiotic Hanese, NDF, all these idiots, can you fight me and win? In Ebonyi, we did. After very many years, when I told you we are fighting them in Ebonyi, you did not believe me. But from the mouth of the idiotic governor of Ebonyi State, it has come to the fore. The truth has been made manifest. This is the truth. Any youth cop I found in Anambra State supporting the zoo or being expired, you're dead. I'm telling you the truth. Go and tell your parents now what they're sending you to do in Anambra State. I don't want to ban the movement of youth coppers in Anambra State. I don't want to, honestly. But if you compel me, I will. You see that thing that the zoo is waiting for, or that thing that they want is going to come. It's coming. It's only a matter of time. Somebody also wrote, and very convincingly, of course, that sometimes even the Fulani is not even your problem. Your problem is the way you reason. You've allowed yourself to be intimidated into stupor. Intimidation, you allow Fulani from Senegambia, not even from the northern part, from all the way from Senegambia to intimidate all of you. If Fulani says jump, you say, oh, how high, Alhaji, should I jump? Shame on all of you. And you have the temerity and the presence of mind to challenge people who are defending you. All those people from Ebonyi, even idiots like, what's his name again? The so-called science minister. I don't know what idiot's name is. We defended Ebonyi. Stoically, we defended the boy. Today, no headsmen. That is why I am warning the traditional rulers, all these stupid village clashes, I don't want to hear it. If you're from Ebonyi and you're listening, go and take this message to Izi, Eza, all those places, tell them I said, Nnamdi Kanu said, all these stupid communal clashes, I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't want to. And I want to remind all the governors and Okon, the AIG of Abia, Zone 9. See how he's bragging now, Zone 9. He's bragging, AIG. Very soon, I know you hear the scores, very, very soon. Very soon. Some of you have forgotten. Buhari cannot be intimidated into secession, into conceding. But Buhari, the same Buhari, the late dead one in a shallow grave in Saudi Arabia, may his soul rot beside Satan in hell. With the worst of its kind. I thank Sahara reporters for this, of course. It's a flashback. Buhari backed amnesty for Boko Haram terrorists. Buhari in 2013 condemned Goodluck Jonathan for clamping down on terrorists. Boko Haram. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear me. Are you following me? I am reminding Garuba Shehu, all of you Janjaweed idiots in this so-called caliphate presidency you have in Asorok, with the face of Buhari, but the body of Yusuf Abubakar Mohammed from the Niger Republic, all you fools, I want to remind you, in 2013, the same Buhari that you claim you're ruling with his name, castigated Jonathan for fighting Boko Haram. Some of you do not know this, but it is true. It wasn't, in fact, the Fulani government that you have now never banned any Fulani terror group. Thank you very much, my dear brother. It is only my Facebook page in the whole world, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu official. And before now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only Facebook page in the world that hangs during a live broadcast. The only one in the whole world. You know, yesterday that I wanted to have a discussion with my brothers, people, men that I respect very much. They didn't allow us to go on air. They kept cutting, they kept bombarding our link with requests, thereby pulling it down. They pulled it down eventually, and we weren't able to broadcast yesterday, of course, to enlighten our people. Anytime they hear our name, they go into convulsion. It's only my Facebook page, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu official, that hangs in the whole day. People do their live broadcast, no problem. Anytime I go there, in fact, I think that they have some people dedicated to monitoring my Facebook page. I think that's what they have done. But I love those who are watching on Instagram. People are watching on Twitter. Go and join Twitter and Instagram. I know that Instagram is for slaying. You have to look a bit. You have to dress a bit okay. It will appear on Instagram, you know. You have to look a bit nice to try and make an effort. Go and open Instagram pages. Go and open Twitter. And there you can follow me uninterrupted, of course, before the zoo buys them over. I'm sure the zoo may buy them over later on. Go and tell, what's his name? Ozadem Mawala of ADF. That the same people he's talking rubbish against chased away Miyetti Allah. Whereas Miyetti Allah is the one he's going to beg for rent money to pay his rent in Abuja. Shameless people everywhere. Zoo President Muhammadu Buhari, before he died, threw his weight behind the proposed amnesty for Islamic terror group Boko Haram, commanding the government for setting up a committee to look into the feasibility of granting amnesty to the sect members. As simple as that. Buhari, Garuba Shehu, are you hearing me? Your so-called Buhari? Amnesty for Boko Haram murderers and killers. Murderers and killers, abductors of little children. Shameless Fulani and all those who are supporting them in the zoo. All of you, all these idiots working for Fulani Janja, with shame on all of you. Buhari here, you are saying kill your own people, kill them. Whereas Buhari said give amnesty to murderers and to killers, to savages who are terrorists. Do you think the world is stupid? It's only in the East that you invite Fulani people that are supporting and pampering terrorists to kill your own people. Shameless fools. People without shame. People without shame. Then we must lecture them. We must lecture them. Kosovo, Bosnia, Montenegro, Slovenia, Chechnya, all these are free people today, free nations. They fought and they are free. In Africa, you have not seen war before. What stupid war is that? Is Israel not still fighting till today? Is America not at war? Israel has been fighting for over 3,000 years that we know them till today. They are in Gaza, they are fighting. Then the Golan Heights, they are fighting. After all, you read the Bible and take nothing away from it. Kosovo, Bosnia, Montenegro, Slovenia, all these small nations, smaller than Ogun State, they're all enjoying peaceful independence, making progress in various areas. While a crude, backward-thinking, idiotic black African don't see any need to implement the will of the people through referendum. The will of the people must prevail, because the voice of the people is the voice of God. Is it vox populi, vox Dei, isn't it? As they say in Latin, isn't it? In a democracy, in a republican system, the voice of the people is supreme. Not the voice of a cattle, not the voice of a cattle rearer in Fulani land. Cowards everywhere. Why can't we all rise up at once and say enough is enough of this Fulani rubbish? Every day you lament. Let me read about one stupid lamentation again on Facebook. Stop them every night. We have shifts. You are not going to sleep. None of you is going to sleep. I don't want you to sleep. At night you will wake up, you will mount sentry. We allow them to come in to abduct. And then we block their exit and kill all of them. Every village, every township, every neighborhood. That is the defense mechanism you must implement immediately. Let the world understand how serious we are. In Anambra State, if you're a landlord and you've given house to any Fulani Janjaweed, may Lucifer have mercy upon your darkened black soul, because he won't spare you either. Every time we are waiting for Europe to save us. These black people, they never can save themselves. Never. Bosnia-Herzegovina is free. All this Croatia is free. But a black man is still waiting for a white man to give him a referendum. We take it by force. We must take it by force. They are Ebubag, not alternative to police, says Uzodema. These are the people that you call your leaders. People that you call your leaders. There was something that Lai Mohammed said about this granting of asylum by the British. IPOB, if federal government may summon British envoy Ohaneze Afenifere back UK government. Let me read something for you, please. The federal government of the Zoological Republic of Nigeria on Tuesday expressed anger over a plan by the United Kingdom to offer asylum to persecuted members of the indigenous people of Biafra. The Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Lai Mohammed, in an interview with the News Agency of Nigeria in Abuja, said the plan was disrespectful to Nigeria as a nation. And this very man went on to say, I want to quote verbatim what he said. He said, the federal government of Nigeria a few years ago designated IPOB, which was formed in 2012 by Nnamdi Kanu, as a terrorist organization. In the guideline, they went on to talk about the guideline that the UK have issued and all the rest of it. But what I want to say is exactly what this idiot Lai Mohammed said. He said, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs will definitely take up the asylum offer to IPOB with the British High Commission. The government, listen carefully, may summon the British High Commissioner and demand an explanation for the decision, which is totally inappropriate and a form of support for the proscribed group. They are saying that the UK is now supporting us because there was something I said to you people before about white people, especially Britain. In as much as I'm British myself, I hold their passport, of course, but I'm an Anglophile. Because Britain is, should I say England in those days, is one of the countries of the world where men of conscience still exist. It doesn't matter how bad their government is. In the United Kingdom, you will always find people that will speak the truth. It was the UK that banned slavery before any other person. It was the UK that officially documented asylum. Of course, we had it before anybody else. It was the UK that officially said, in the history of mankind, if you're fleeing persecution and your feet touches the land of England, you're a free man. It was the United Kingdom, should I say, English people that offered asylum to the Huguenots of France. These are Protestants during the persecution by the Catholics in France. So there will always be a group of decent, God-fearing, honest English people at all times in life. You'll always have them. They don't support evil. Not all of them. I told you this thing before, that no matter how bad the Katuna Lang is, no matter how bad their government is, there are people with conscience in the United Kingdom. Always, always. And they'll stand for the truth. It was UK that brought down apartheid, not black people. White, English, white British people destroyed apartheid. They mounted a vigil in front of South Africa House in Trafalgar Square in London every blessed day for over 10 years until apartheid collapsed. White people destroyed apartheid, not blacks. Some of them have risen to say these people are being persecuted. Some of you don't know how hard we work. We are relentless, you know. Hey, Mbanano. We are unstoppable. Every blessed day, we continue to bombard them with information, saying this is what they are doing. And finally, they accepted it. That is the truth. And this is something that our people must and need to understand, that we are relentless. Consistency is the key. I said it from the beginning. Once you're consistent, you win. I read in England, so I know how it works. I know how it works. In the end, we're going to win. As long as we remain resolute, consistent and unrelenting, we're not going to stop. We're going to win. In that interview, Lai Mohammed said, let me say straight away that the issue is within the purview of the Honorable Minister of Foreign Affairs. I'm sure he will handle it appropriately. But as the spokesman for the federal government of Nigeria, I will say, what is he saying? Asylum to IPO, persecuted IPOB family members. If it is true, then something is wrong somewhere. If they tell you that Britain will come around to say this one day, will you believe it? Because there are people, even within the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, good British people, honest, decent people, that have seen the truth. And I commend them for this. You know, when you do something that is good, we commend you. You do something that is evil, we condemn you. But I say thank you very much, but no thanks. We don't need asylum, we need a referendum. And they're saying that that they are angry with Britain, that what Britain did is not good. We are going to do something about it. But it was Britain that created you. Imagine questioning God. I mean, is that possible? I'm not saying that Britain is God, but in the case of Nigeria, they created Nigeria. So insofar as the zoo, Nigeria is concerned, they are your gods. Imagine questioning somebody that created. Does it make any sense? Imagine Lai Mohammed going into a meeting, shouting, Britain, why did you do this? Britain will ask them, who are you? You say, I'm the Minister for Information for Nigeria. They will tell them to shut up and sit down. We created Nigeria. In other words, we created you. So you are nobody. Sit down. Don't tell us what to do. The idiot, I'm sure, will sit down. Imagine Fulani shouting all over the place. Hey, what Britain is did is not good. Hey, what UK did, if it is true. Imagine Al-Majiri that came from Senegambia. That Britain gave power to manage their, as a caretaker, to make sure that the oil and gas is flowing until Chukwuka Kabiama determined that we should come and do the needful. I want to let Lai Mohammed understand this. That Britain has the right to do whatever it likes in Nigeria. All of you Nigerians must listen very carefully. Britain has the right to do as it wishes in Nigeria. They created you. They are your creator. You see, God created all of us. That's why he determines when we live and when we die. Britain is your creator. If you don't know, they created you. Without Britain, you will be another aging monkey in a forest somewhere in a lorry. I'm referring to Lai Mohammed. Without Britain, you'll be swinging from tree to tree like a baboon in a forest somewhere near a lorry where you come from. Britain made you who you are. Without the United Kingdom, the name Nigeria would have been obliterated from world map long time ago. Britain saved you in 1967. So you must be grateful to them. Be guided in your uncouth utterances. All the billions of dollars Nigeria government has been spending on consultancies, this is a waste. All the money they have been paying everybody, lobbyists, everybody, paying even some lawmakers in the UK. They give them money to lobby and to do everything. It's all in vain. Do you know why it's in vain? Because God is with us. God is the God of IPOB, is with us. The God of Biafran people, it is with us. He is with us. Can never abandon us. Never, ever, ever. Why do you think we pray every day? You think we pray every day like one of these Pentecostal criminals because we want to put up a show? Because God can see in our heart that it is clean and very pure. And he said, go forth, I will fight your battles for you ahead of you. I will destroy your enemies behind you. I will protect your right flank and your left flank. For as long as you walk in righteousness, I am the Lord your God. I will protect you. As my mother used to sing to me, that is what I believe in, and that's what I do. And Elohim is fighting his battle because he knows that Biafra belongs to him and not to man. All those money spent on all consultants, they even went to our consultants in Washington and bribed them and paid them twice what we are paying them. Yet all that is in vain because Elohim is on his throne in heaven, presiding over the affairs of men on this very earth. And this very noble family, this IPOB, is his. That is why we are whiter and whiter and whiter than snow. Anything we touch turns into gold. We did something that governors with all their security budgets could not do for 3 years. Couldn't do for 3 years. We did. With nothing. I would say with something. Because God is with us. Elohim is with us. And that is why we pray every day to him. For me, 7 times a day, I pray. 7 times a day. A country where a terrorist is a minister. You have the right to castigate those agitating for their freedom. I mean, come on. You people should at least have some shame in you. It is the northern government that should review, should I say, the Janjaweed government of the north that should review its relationship with the zoo, if you don't know. Because this government is not the government of the south. We say we don't want it in the east. Our Duduwa brethren have said they don't want them in the west. It's only middle belt that we're waiting for to rise up. Instead of these little dirty, filthy looking, smelly rats from the mosques to be campaigning for Arewa Republic, all these youths, they are busy practicing Sharia law. When Obasanjo gave you Sharia law, didn't you agitate for it? The same way we are agitating for freedom. Did you not agitate for Sharia law? Did Obasanjo not give it to you? Did Obasanjo roll out the army and the tanks to kill all of you? Go and live in your country where Sheikh Gumi can negotiate with bandits and terrorists. Where you can live a life without drinking beer. That is your business. In the south, we drink beer. and you're in the same country. In a part of the country, you cannot drink beer. In another part of the country, you people are foolish. This UG, my people everywhere. With that, we have come to the end of our program this very morning. Not to the end of it. I want to see if I can take a few calls. I want to see if I can open our lines and take just very few calls, please. Try to call on, should I say, Signal. I want to take 1 or 2 calls. I promised it would be interactive this morning after my gospel, or should I say the gospel of heaven. But let me reiterate what I said as by way of recap. I do not want any movement of vehicles in Anambra State from 12 midnight to 4 a.m. in the morning. If we see you, you're finished. Because that is when they come to kidnap our people. I want every landlord to go back and make sure that those living in his or her building are legitimate people, not those that the Janjaweed brought to spy on us. I am warning each and every one of you. Be very careful in Anambra State. I'm also warning Willie Obiano. For the nonsense you uttered yesterday, you will see hell. I assure you of that. Ndara. I have a caller on the line. This caller, you're very lucky this morning, or should I say afternoon or night, depending on where you are. Your name, please, and where you're calling us from, if you may.
Good morning, my able leader, Mazi, Nnamdi, Kanu, Madike worldwide.
You will live long.
I'm calling from India.
From India? Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I have special say to our people from Anambra West concerning this Anambra election. And for one reason, I don't think I will be able to call my name.
Go ahead.
I urge everybody from Anambra West concerning this Anambra State election. Don't allow anybody to use you or use any of your family member to come in for campaign. Anambra West.
There will be no campaign. You're going too far. I have announced it. There will be no campaign. I'm not even talking about voting. You know, before we say, oh, don't vote, don't vote, don't vote. No. If they want people to go to Anambra to vote, they must remove Hope Uzodinma and call for fresh elections in Imo State so we can trust the process. Do you understand me? As simple as that. Let me take this other call. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you're calling from. The caller on the line, can you hear me? No, they cannot hear me. I have another caller on the line. This caller, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you are. The caller on the line, can you hear me? On Signal? +44, ending in 808. Can you hear me? No, they cannot hear me. Maybe the calls are too much, and understandably so. Understandably so. Understandably so. The calls are too many. Oh my goodness. Let me try and take this one. The caller on the line, can you hear me now?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you, please. Your name and where you're calling us from.
Mazi, my name is Nnamdi. I'm calling from Hungary.
From Hungary. Do we have a family? Of course, we have a family in Hungary. There's IPB in Hungary, is that correct?
No, sir.
There is no
family here. We are just few. But I'm a member of IPOB in London.
Oh, in London. So you went to Hungary.
Yes.
Please go ahead. Yes, go ahead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mazi, thank you for the good work you are doing for us. And please, Mazi, just something you said this morning. And this Okon, that's my man. That's the reason why I'm calling this Okon, this AG of police or something. I don't know whatever he's called his name. Mazi, this man must get rid of. This man must get rid of, because this is not the first time he is saying such thing. He has said it before, and even we have forgotten we have forgotten last time he said rubbish, and you go to scot free. Mazi, this man must get rid of. We must get rid of him.
No problem. We've taken it on board.
We should give the order. This man we must get rid of him, please, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Please give us your name and where you're calling from.
I'm Oriako. I'm calling from Germany.
From Germany, please go ahead. The world is listening. Go ahead. No. English, please. The world is listening. Even Britain that gave us asylum, they are listening. Please speak in English. Go ahead.
Okay. Mazi, what is happening in my state, Anambra? They have started their campaign again.
Okay.
And the problem there is that they normally go to people's house to house, and give them 2,000, 5,000 naira to come out en masse and support them. And this is unacceptable.
There will be no campaign. Accept 2,000 naira and you die. Let me tell you something. Our people must come out of this stupid, idiotic mentality. There's going to be a very heavy war in Anambra. Anambra is they are the head of Biafra. They are number one. Number one, I said number one. They must behave as such. They must behave as such. They have used our eternal leader Ojukwu to deceive us so many times. That rubbish is not going to wash anymore. We are saying we want a referendum because once you attempt to vote in Anambra, they will do exactly what they did in Imo State. One idiot will come last. He will go to Sultan of Sokoto, pull down his boxer shorts, and he use a child idiot, and he will come back and will go to Supreme Court and make him the governor. We are not going to allow it to happen. We want to preempt the rigging before it happens. There will be no election in Anambra State. No campaigning either. They will see. Thank you for your call. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you're calling us from.
Hello, Mazi Nnamdi. I'm happy to have you today. My name is Mayor Chris. I am the anchor in Love is the Greatest Movement. I have worked so many hard to try to get you online. First of all, I have to say thank you for your good work, for what you are doing. And another thing I want to say indirectly or directly is this, sometimes I disagree with some of your philosophy, but I want to use this money to say sorry for disagreeing with you sometimes, because sometimes Nigeria is like a country that when you try to see something good, you keep seeing the more evil they are. And I want to say thank you for your good work, because if I don't say this in public, I don't know how it will sound. Because I have been listening to you, and sometimes I disagree. I don't know whether you have come across some of my videos.
I have come across it. You people were the ones. I was suspecting at some point that maybe some of you were fathered by Fulani Janjaweed after the war. Because only somebody with Fulani blood in their system will reason the way some of you reason in the past. But I'm very glad that you have all repented now.
Yeah, sometimes I disagree. It's not that I love you and I support you, but I disagree with some of your philosophy. But recently, believe me, I got more mad. I got more mad. I said, in Kaduna, they are killing people, they are kidnapping people, and you are sending people in the east that is safe. Then what message are you passing to us?
Exactly. I'm very glad that some of you have now woken up. I'm very, very glad.
What message are you passing to us? You said we should not agitate for Biafra, but you cannot stop the terrorism in your place.
Exactly. Simple question.
You want us to suffer the same thing you are suffering. We don't have the same ideology with you. We don't have the same religion with you. We don't have the same mentality with you. We don't speak language with you. What do we have in common with you? Nothing.
Maybe suya. You eat suya, don't you?
Nothing.
Do you eat suya?
Nothing. And the problem is this. Like I always said in my life, I said, the hunger. These politicians, they know that if they can keep these people in hunger, they will conquer them.
Yes, that's the key.
And this is what is happening. Do you know in northern side, the reason they are doing all this thing in the school, because they don't want their people to open their eyes.
Yes.
Because they know that when they go to school, they will open their eyes. You understand? Now in the east, the so-called people that say they went to school, they can't even see nothing. Everybody is running after to see where they will get 2,000. Even we are talking about the 2,000 naira. Okay, let's say these people are hungry. What of the so-called the airline or the people who are eating well? When FPC is there, they will rush to FPC. When PDP is there, they will rush to PDP. Then how will development come in that place? Who will tell the government when they are not doing well? Who will tell them? You know, Mazi, I am happy to get you, to speak with you this morning. I just want to say thank you because, I live here in Germany with my family. I'm comfortable here, but there is a root where we came from. We are losing the roots because these children cannot go back to this country. We have to face the reality. And sometimes Mazi, there is another thing I want you to announce this online. You cannot look. I was a strong member of IPOB from 2013 to 2020, and as a matter of that, I was second in command somewhere in Truden in Munich.
Yes,
there is something our people do. You will come to Germany, you will take asylum with Biafra or anything. Then when they give you the same paper, or then tomorrow you will tell us that you are not even interested in that Biafra. Time for you to work and use the little one you are working to support what they are doing, but because you think.
Listen to me very carefully. Listen to me very carefully. We are people from everywhere take asylum. Even some of our Duduwa people, they go abroad. They say they are IPOBA and they give them asylum. Whether they come to us or not is entirely their business. They're not going to stop us. What we are looking for is freedom. Not how many people are following us. Not how many people may have deceived themselves with the name IPOB. We are moving forward and we're not stopping. And I thank you very much for your call. Thank you very much for your call. I think it is. So it is better now that they have repented, some of them. I have a caller on the line. This caller, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you are. And Chibozo, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Umweri.
From Umweri?
Yes.
Please go ahead, we are listening.
I want to make a report.
Yes, go ahead.
Fulani camp in Umweri, in a farm called Onyemelifi Farm.
There is, listen, I want people who claim the Anambra to listen very carefully. There is a Fulani camp in Umweri. This is a live call. Obiano cannot do something about it. Obiano cannot do something about the presence of killers, rapists, and murderers in Umweri. He cannot do it. Please go ahead.
They normally come out at night to attack people. They attack one of my brother. He's a musician. Early last month, and they now kill him. So we need the ESN, the help of ESN, to go to a farm called Onyemelifi in Umweri to confront them and read them off.
We are going to get rid of them. You have told us we're going to get rid of them. The same way we fought this war heavily in Ebonyi State and we won, as we are fighting now in Enugu State and we're going to win, so we are going to get rid of all these idiots. It is Obiano that is inviting them. Obiano is the one inviting Fulani killers into our communities. Maybe after drinking kai, his brain will no longer be working properly. That's drunkard. Please go ahead.
For the Obiano is a terrorist. People don't know about it. Obiano is a terrorist. He's instigating all these communal fights in Anambra State for him to be playing Lord.
He is a fool. He's a fool. My brother, you have extended your 2 minutes. Thank you very much for that. And thank you for the information. I remember when I came out of detention, I made it a duty to visit Umweri and Aguleri. I went to Umweri. After Umweri, I went to Aguleri. And in Aguleri, I told the Eze of Aguleri, Eze Chukwuemeka, I said to him, that Umweri and Aguleri are one people. All of you are Umweri, descendants of Eri. They don't want to be seeing all these problems and clashes and everything and all that rubbish. I made it very clear to Eze Chukwuemeka, a man that I respect and I revere so much. And I don't want to see these things happening. I don't know, and I even believe it's the Janjaweed, they come there to get trouble. And how can, I'm from Ibeku. How can you instigate me to go to Ahoho and start fighting Ahoho people? Or go to Olokuro and start fighting them? Or go to Obaka? I mean, that's stupidity. Absolute stupidity. What stupid land is that we're fighting over? In that, our people should please get some sense. We should get some sense. The likes of Obiano, those people, I have another caller on the line. Everywhere is hot this morning. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mazi. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Your name and where you're calling from, if you may.
Yes, Chimdike Wene is my name from Kanu, Texas.
From Texas, thank you. What time is it now in Texas?
It is past 3 in the morning.
Oh my goodness. Please go ahead.
3:09. Thank you, Mazi. Mazi, first of all, I wanted you to throw a little bit more light on the communal clashes in Ebonyi so that people would know that these things are happening and that they can do something about it. Because I keep watching videos on Facebook where people are talking about communal clashes and how young men are just fighting and killing each other without providing any reasonable solution as to what to do. But the other one, Mazi, in Matthew 11 verse 12, Bible says that the kingdom of God suffereth violence and the violent take it by force. I want to suggest that these landlords that are renting land to the DSS operatives and the military and the police, usually some of these houses are face me, I face you, complexes, apartments. If you can announce a number that neighbors and people that are in a community that see people are moving in can call, because these landlords might not, yes, they will obey these laws, these orders, but some of them might not. So if people see new people move into a compound, maybe next to them or at the compound where they live, and they suspect that there might be foul play, let there be a number that they can call for people to make their own.
We are going to do that. In fact, I'm not going to announce it on air. What I'm going to do is I will ask every village and every community. They are going to put up a poster, especially in Anambra State. Anytime you see a tenant that looks suspicious, you know how Janjaweed look. You know those idiots from the Middle Belt they recruit all those fools. If you see their faces, you will know. If you see them, to call that very number.
Yes, sir. It's obvious because these people were the same people that they said they were rehabilitated. They just shifted these guys from Boko Haram, being full Boko Haram road combatants or land combatants to the military, equipped them properly, and they're sending them to come and kill us.
And somebody's telling me to respect the army and the police. Is it the army and the police that contains Boko Haram terrorists, that contains Fulani bandits that I'm going to respect? I don't know how Omahi, Obiano, and these idiots that call themselves, I don't know how they listen. Is it the same army that you people were there, the same Boko Haram that bombed St. Michael's Church in Madala? I think that was in 20, when was that Christmas Day bombing that happened in Madala? When was it? Which year was that again? Do you remember? Which year was that? Can anyone remember? Tell me, Madala bombing that happened. The same people that killed us at St. Michael's Catholic Church in Madala when we are worshiping on Christmas Day. I can't remember the year. I can't remember. Is it 2014 or 2015? I can't remember. Please help me. The same people are the ones now in the army and police mounting roadblock in our land. Are you sure that the likes of Omahi and Obiano, that they are Igbo people? Are you people sure? The same people, I want our people to listen. The same people that they are recruiting in the army are the same terrorists that bombed St. Michael's Church in Madala, slaughtering us. Everybody died in that church. Now they are in the army and in the police. And you want me to respect the army and the police? Please go ahead, madam. You want to say something about Ebonyi? Go ahead and say it, please. In 1 minute, please. Yes. 1 minute.
Yeah, Mazi, it's just for you to throw a little bit more light and buttress the point, because a lot of people are posting videos on Facebook about these communal clashes, and you have talked about it, but if you talk more about it, people will at least have more, conflict resolution skills that they can utilize in things like this, because they are all politically motivated.
I am going to send emissaries to all those villages. I will send people to them. They will be calling a meeting, and I will even address them myself. I am going to call a meeting in all these villages that will hear my voice. Somebody will be there, put it on speakerphone so I can address them. This rubbish must stop. What stupid communal clash is that? They are depleting your numbers and you're there. doing communal clash. Rubbish, it must stop. And we are going to stop it by the grace of the Most High in heaven. Then I have another caller on the line. This caller, please give us your name. Oh my goodness, they are not paying attention. They are not paying attention. I have a caller on the line. Can you hear me? No. Good morning to you. Please, your name and where you're calling us from.
My name is Justin from
Please go ahead. I can hear my voice on the background. I cannot take your call. Once I hear your voice on the background, I can't take your call, please. The caller on the line, can you hear me, please? Your name and where you are. I have inadvertently put them off. I have shut them down. I shouldn't have, but I have. Unfortunately, I have another caller on the line. Can you hear me? The caller on the line, can you hear me, please?
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you. Please, your name and where you're calling us from, if you may.
My name is Mazi Wisdom. I'm calling from France.
From France, please go ahead. The whole world is listening.
Sir, please don't be offended, though.
I won't be.
You know, this broadcast.
Yes.
This broadcast is getting out of hand. And these people are sending down their machinery to come over to attack us very soon.
Yes.
And every day you are talking story, which you have already been instructed by the gods on what to do.
Yes.
To declare war upon these people.
Yes.
And you are being stubborn. You don't want to declare war. And you know that this is war that people are fighting.
Yes. Can I answer your question? Can I answer you now? Can I respond to you? I know. I understand the way you feel. I understand it completely and totally. I understand the way you feel. And I can assure you that that time is coming. Every time, everything has its own time. If you can see now, we are entering the final phase. Listen to me carefully. I understand your frustration and I share it. I totally agree with you. I understand where you're coming from and I understand your anger. But please bear with me. We are going to get there. Let me tell you something. If we had declared Biafra late last year or early this year, all the Fulefus that are now, should I say, repenting, they wouldn't have repented. They would have had the very perverse notion in their brain that what we are doing is not very good. But now they're beginning to see it. There is a little bit more time to go. Wanting to get just small. Then the floodgates of hell will open. Please, I do plead with you to give it's just a little bit more time to go. And you will see what will happen. Please. Sir. Yes.
Sir, see, may I remind you that you used to see road not just as a human, but as a spiritual. And you understand the ways of the gods and the people. And even the direction that they give you.
Yes.
And you should deliver accordingly.
I will.
Not to the words of the gods are very straight. And the gods are with us. They are fighting alongside with us.
As I said, I understand you. I understand you. Well, I said, listen to me, please. Listen very, very carefully to what I'm saying. I said, I understand your anger and your frustration. I understand that very well. But the final signal hasn't come to declare. And when I'm declaring Biafra, I will be on the ground myself. And I will do it. I will be in the land of Biafra. I will declare Biafra and will defend our borders and our territories that same day. So don't worry, we are coming. I understand what you're saying. And heaven is talking and we are listening. Thank you very much for that. I don't want to go into too many details. Another caller is on the line, I presume. Is that correct? This caller on the line, can you hear me? The caller on the line, can you hear me? No, you cannot hear me. Do I have somebody on the line, please? No, if you have called us before, please refrain from calling us again. I plead with you. I plead with you, please. Let me see if there's somebody on the line. No. If you have called before, please don't call again. I don't know why they're doing this. Do not call again, please. I plead with you. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Mazi.
Yes, please.
This is Pastor Chris Wise. It has been a long time. I just want to thank you. I want to commend you, and I want to commend the God, the Almighty Creator that provided you for us. The Bible says that He comes to His own, and they did not recognize Him. But IPOB recognized you, we are saying that you will live to see Biafra.
Yes, sir.
Now, what I want to say, and another thing before I say it again, I want to say a happy birthday to Lolo.
Thank you.
And may God increase more years to her. So, what I want to say right now is that in the book of Matthew 4:29, it says, or else, how can we deal with these governors if we know, first of all, bind them, slaughter them, destroy that power that have been giving them energy? Because if you want to destroy a man, you lose the source of his income. When the source of his income is being destroyed or damaged, he will be financially handicapped. His mouth will be closed by force. These governors, they have that audacity to kill us. They have that impetus to come out to brag. Are they how many? Are they not one person? These are the people that provoked David. That David stood out and says, enough is enough. How dare you uncircumcised demon bloodsuckers, blaspheme against the God of Biafra? You kill us in war, you come out to brag about it. You kill us in Enugu, you come out to brag about it. You kill His Royal Highness and our Lolo in Umaya, you come out to brag about it. These people, if we don't stood up, if we don't rise up, which I know you said in your last statement right now, that time is coming. But these very people, let us not spare these people because they are the major problem. And another thing that I want to say is that, sir, if it is going to be possible, anywhere they gather to do meeting, whether or governor's meeting or other, let us follow them head on. Let us, as we gave command last year, that there will be nothing like Igbo Union meeting or arranging.
There's no Hanese meeting in our land. They don't meet. They draft their rubbish over Nokia touch phone and send to the media. They know they cannot meet.
Okay.
Anywhere Hanese meets, we scatter it. It's something there's no campaign in Anambra State. Anywhere they're holding a campaign, they are toast, they are gunners. There will be no campaign in Anambra, no open campaign. You can go to the door to door, give money. Any day you gather people with your vehicle and talking rubbish campaign, a lot more that same day. Ndara. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very much. We have come to the end of our program today. I don't want to give away too much, but I want to let Biafrans and the whole world understand this. I want to let every listening government understand that the man that killed my parents have come once again to boast that he's going to kill many more people. It is either him or me. I'm warning all of you in advance. Thank you very much for listening this morning. And as always, Biafra is much more than a movement for us. Biafra to me and to millions upon millions upon millions all over the world, it is our religion. And here on Radio Biafra is where we worship. Because Him Adonai El Shaddai is our God. From me, from here this morning, with all the love in my heart, it is good morning.
Look, one thing with this president and the National Secretary has said a bit of that, is that you can't intimidate Buhari. You can't bully him. A lot of these people who are calling for secessions, they are the problem of this country. And I'm happy that reasonable opinion is now being, reasonable voices are now rising. Is it not only yesterday we were reading Afenifere saying we are not the most credible faction of Afenifere. We are not for secession. And they saying he said this over and over again. So this thing about secession is, they had used it in the past. You cry secession and break up of Nigeria, and then you intimidate the city leader, and then he opens the vote and he brings money to settle people. President Buhari will pay no one. He's not going to pay. And now it is clear that having ignored all of that, reasonable opinions are coming from those states and from those regions. The governors in the southwest, we have all had them. They have denounced all of this. So it's a sham. Nigerians want to be one, they want to control. Yes, there are problems, and we are hoping that as people united and loving of one another will come together and solve our own problems. And that leads me to the next question, which is it's still part of this earlier question, whether there should be national conference. What national conference do you want? Whether the parliament, any Democrat, anyone who is a Democrat in heart, in our hearts, in practice, in their beliefs, they should believe in the tripartite structure of governments that are democratic. There must be a parliament, executive arm of the government, and the